Hello, this is Michael Wehar broadcasting here from Swarthmore College's WSRN 91.5 FM. Our phone number is 610-690-5700, and we have a special guest here tonight. We're really excited. Her name is Kate Srinivasan. Thank you so much. Kate, could you introduce yourself?
Sure. Thanks, Michael, for having me tonight. My name is Kate, and I am the Client Engagement Manager at Ben Franklin Technology Partners of Southeastern Pennsylvania. And I work every day with startups and entrepreneurs and the ecosystem partners we have. And I'm here today to tell you a little bit more about what we do and how we can be of help to the entrepreneurs in our community here in Delaware County.
Thank you so much for that introduction. We have a few questions prepared for you today. The first question I was going to ask, what is Ben Franklin Technology Partners, and what does Ben do?
Sure. So Ben Franklin Technology Partners is a statewide nonprofit. We have a mission, and that is to create jobs in Pennsylvania. The way that we do that is by investing in and developing technology startups and businesses with the goal that they will grow up and create high-paying technical jobs in our state. So there are four Ben offices, and they represent each region. We have Northeast, a Central branch, Southwest, and then our Southeastern location, which is headquartered down at the Navy Yard in Philadelphia. So each branch works with companies a little bit differently. Some have accelerators and pitch competitions. Some provide capital for manufacturers or capital for startups. The Ben Franklin office that I'm at in Southeast, representing the counties of Greater Philadelphia, primarily provides early stage venture funding. So that's a lot. A mouthful.
Well, that's really great. So we're here in Delaware County. That's where Swarthmore College is located. So that would be in the region represented by the location near the Navy Yard. Is that correct?
Yep. So the region we represent would be Philadelphia County, Delaware County, Bucks County, Montgomery, and Chester County.
Okay, great. Well, part of our mission here at the Swarthmore College WSRN radio station is to serve the Delaware County area. We are a non-commercial station, so we're really excited to hear more about what Ben has to offer. So I'm going to jump into our next question. How is Ben involved with PA Department of Community and Economic Development? Are you able to say anything about that?
Sure. So Ben Franklin Technology Partners was started almost 40 years ago as an initiative of the Pennsylvania Department of Community and Economic Development. And it's funded by the Ben Franklin Technology Development Authority. However, we're not a government organization. We are a nonprofit, and we do receive part of our funding through a state grant called the Challenge Grant.
Okay, thank you very much for clarifying that. That's really awesome to hear how you serve the people in our area in various ways as a nonprofit, but you, if I'm correct, you get some money from the state to do so as part of that. Is that accurate?
Yeah, the Challenge Grant provides a portion of our funding for our yearly budget, and it's the money that we deploy and invest directly into startups. So every dollar that we receive goes back into the startup community.
Okay. So our next question here, does Ben collaborate with colleges and universities? And if so, in what way? This is especially relevant to us since we're broadcasting from Swarthmore College, but there actually are several other colleges and universities within our broadcasting range, including Widener University and Newman University, who we've actually had some wonderful guests having some affiliation to those schools. Again, does Ben collaborate with colleges and universities, and in what way?
We do. We do. So each Ben branch works with their local universities in a variety of ways. The Central branch works with Penn State, as an example. Here in the Philly region, we work with our local university ecosystem to support company spin-outs from research and entrepreneurial programs. So we work with the tech transfer offices and the innovation departments. We help in assessing their tech, and they introduce us to companies. We also have co-investment partnerships such as Temple Ventures, where we help administer and invest Temple funds for the companies we're investing in that have ties to their university. So we work with local universities and colleges in a variety of ways, but those are our primary and most direct ways, I would say.
Well, I wanted to put a little plug about what's going on here at Swarthmore. That's really great that there are these relationships with existing universities and colleges. I wanted to say at Swarthmore, we recently had the SWAT Tank business pitch competition, and we're hopeful in the coming weeks we're actually going to have some guests who are students who actually pitched at the competition. They were finalists, so please stay tuned later this week. Hopefully we'll make an announcement about that. At Swarthmore, there is a Center for Innovation and Leadership, and also this semester we actually, for the first time that I'm aware of, we've had a student-run entrepreneurship course. So we're trying to get students some exposure into entrepreneurship. And we, of course, would love to find a way that we could collaborate or even learn from you and what you're doing, because I think that's an area we've been lagging a little bit. But we've had some great alumni that have gone on to start companies and to pursue business ventures. So again, that's why I was so thrilled to have you here, Kate. So I'm going to go into our next question, though. So I wanted to ask, so I've been supervising students on this student-run course in entrepreneurship. Have you worked with any student entrepreneurs? Are there any success stories? Is it challenging to work with students? Anything you could say about that would be extremely helpful.
Sure. Yeah, that's excellent that you're starting those programs and that they're getting off the ground. I was really excited when you first told me about those. Ben Franklin, I mean, we do support students as part of our ongoing community building. Various team members at our office regularly provide workshops or informational sessions to entrepreneurship students throughout the region, be it in the classroom or outside of the program, in a boot camp sort of environment. We also actively participate in reviews and judging of many student pitch competitions. So these are some of the ways in which students have first connected with us to discuss their business concept and, receive some friendly feedback from us. So we'd be happy to, explore being able to work with the Swarthmore students too, of course.
Well, that's really amazing to hear. Thank you so much. But I hope that others out there as well can find out how to connect with you, can find out the opportunities and events that are coming up with Ben. So that brings me to another question. Are there any upcoming events or opportunities that Ben has where people could connect with the people working at Ben and find out more information and find out about resources that might be available to them? And also, how does this initial connection usually go?
Yeah, so I mean, Ben is a great first place for anyone to reach out to. We have an open door. Myself and my colleagues are happy to speak with entrepreneurs at any level or stage. We have virtual office hours each week, so they're posted on our website where anyone can book a time to speak with someone on our team. There's a contact us form on our website too. People can reach us there. Now, of course, anyone can feel free to contact me directly. My email is on the website as well. And our website is sep.benfranklin.org. Usually it's easy to find if you do a little internet search too. We do have some upcoming events, although the dates are a little to be determined at the moment. But Philly Tech Week is coming up, and we will have a presence there. We'll also have a Meet Ben presentation, which is an overview of how we work with companies, and that will be happening in May or June. So people can go to our website or follow us on social for some updates on that. We also have what's called the Innovation Picnic coming this summer. And the dates, it might be July, it might be August. The pandemic interrupted this for the past 2 summers, but it's coming back this year. It's a huge gathering of nearly 1,000 people from the startup ecosystem down at the Navy Yard. There's food, music, games. It's a really great time, an excellent way to meet people and be a part of the community. So the picnic is sponsored and supported by a collaboration of partners throughout the region, and the proceeds help fund local nonprofits like the Network for Teaching Entrepreneurship, as an example. So all of this information is available on our website or by going to our website and signing up for our newsletter. You can keep up to date on everything that's happening.
So that's really great to hear. That sounds like it'd be a lot of fun to go to the picnic, meet a lot of people, have some food, and learn about entrepreneurship and what's involved with starting a business. So I was also going to ask, do you have any general advice for listeners on how to take the first steps with starting a business?
So there are many great resources in the region for getting started. I think a good first step for anyone interested in starting any type of business is to connect with their local small business development center, such as the one at Widener University. They have a ton of workshops and programs on business fundamentals, free consultations, and a library of resources. So these resources are really helpful in determining what your goals are for starting a business, and then the pathways you can follow to actualize them. There's a program here in Delaware County, too, through Penn State Brandywine called the Idea Lab. And this is focused on customer discovery. So this is where you will work through how your idea might solve a real world problem by going out and conducting customer research. This is an important part of getting started too. Some ideas may sound great and look great, but the customer or market may just not be there, or it's not there yet. So that's something really important to learn early, so you can focus on what the customer does want and need instead. So there's a lot of books and blogs and podcasts on this subject, as well as these cohort-based programs. So I think, for anyone getting started, the first best thing to do is to reach out to, one of the many resource centers we have throughout the region, and just kind of, go from there.
So that was really great. One of the things I took away from that is there's resources to get education about what is involved with starting a business. And also you need to learn about your potential customer base and your market. And you can even reach out to a resource center So those are all really great suggestions. But I also wanted to ask, how would you go about seeking investment? Are there any ways to learn about that, or what does it take for startup founders to be able to potentially get an investment? What does it take to get an investment potentially from Ben?
Sure. So, in seeking investment, either, actively fundraising because you've decided that, you wanted venture capital funding for your business, or maybe you're just gathering information to decide if that's even right for your business, because it may not be. Reaching out to Ben Franklin is a great way to go, because we're happy to provide feedback at any stage, recommend useful resources, point you to accelerator opportunities, new grants that are available, or provide introductions to others. We'll also provide you with feedback on what we would like to see from your business in order to be considered investment ready by us. So I think an important aspect of seeking investment is just getting out and talking to people and building up a network. There's different types of early stage funding, such as through angel investors, and these are people that you'll meet in your community. There's plenty of great events around the city or around the region. The Science Center has every Thursday night a venture cafe, and that's a place where you can connect with people. And I've found that one good connection always leads to another. So yeah, like I said, we're an open door and definitely a great first stop. I speak with companies regularly who just reach out to us because they've never done this before, and they're just looking for information about us and about what it all entails in general. And usually myself or one of my teammates are able to have a useful, productive conversation and kind of help point people in the right direction. So yeah, please do feel free to contact us at any time.
Well, a few things I could take away from that is, not all businesses need to be seeking investment. That was one point you brought up. And another point there is, talking to people, learning from others, making connections. And also, you can always reach out to Ben and they can give you feedback. So I think that was really an amazing answer to that question about, what are the first steps you can take for seeking investment? I guess first figure out, do you even need it? And then Ben is a resource as well that you can communicate with or reach out to. So I just want to give a quick recap here. So this is WSRN 91.5 FM here at Swarthmore College. My name's Michael Wehar. We have a special guest here today, Kate Srinivasan. We're really excited to have her. She's representing Ben Franklin Technology Partners, which does provide some resources and opportunities to people here in Delaware County, as well as many other locations around the state. So we just have a few more things to discuss today, but I wanted to ask, when companies do pitch to Ben, what is Ben looking for?
Sure. Well, since we are funded in part through the state grant, we have 4 basic eligibility requirements that for any company we fund that is a part of our grant criteria. And they are straightforward. They are that the company needs to be located in the region we serve. So if you're reaching out to us, that you need to be in one of the 5 counties here. They need to be a for-profit company. So, and they need to, be a legal entity of one form or another with an EIN. They have to have technological or an innovative differentiation, and that's very broadly defined. And lastly, they have to have matching funds. So what I mean by that is we are not a lead investor, and we are unable to invest by ourselves into a company. So to receive funding, a company would need to raise at least a 1-to-1 minimum matching amount of funds. So it helps us to de-risk an investment, having other dollars around the table. And it helps the company raise the right amount that they need to achieve meaningful milestones. And I hope I explained that well, but feel free to ask me questions about it, Michael. That said, we invest primarily in IT and healthcare companies. However, we do invest in hard tech, robots, drones, manufacturing innovations as well. We just, being in this region, IT and healthcare are the majority of companies that come through our doors, because those are the bigger industries here. So depending on the business, the investment team may have additional criteria that they are seeking, such as having a functional minimum viable product, having had successful completion of pilots, paying customers, and so on. Each business is very unique, so that all becomes very case by case. But regardless of the type of business and technology, we still welcome companies to reach out and at least have that initial conversation with us, because there may be other ways, if not a fit for Ben Franklin, there may be other ways that we're able to be helpful as well. Since we're really well connected partner throughout the region, and hopefully one of our connections can be helpful to any company that reaches out to us.
Well, that was really interesting to hear how Ben Franklin Technology Partners requires another investment, and they're going to be matching in some way. Is that accurate?
Yeah. So what it looks like is if a company has determined that they need to raise, say, $500,000 to get them through the next year, and they would like Ben Franklin to invest $250,000. They would, in order for us to go forward with our investment in the company, they would need to have at least another $250,000 from other sources. It could be angels, it could be other VCs, and that would complete the round. And that's to say, that $500,000 would be the right amount of money that company needs to raise. Each company is different in their financial needs, their capital needs. But I hope that example helps clarify that, because it can be a little tricky.
I think that helps a lot. I did want to ask, though, can this matching investment come from a college or university? Are there cases that has happened in the past?
Yeah, I would say I think that is a possibility. We're pretty flexible with the source of the funds, with the exception, sometimes depending on the business or the sector, grant money may not be eligible as a match. We're looking usually for an investment type of match in that capacity. But we'd be happy to, talk with the college about, what they have in mind to see what's possible.
Well, this is really amazing that, Ben Franklin Technology Partners is a resource available to people in the community here in Delaware County, and you can reach out to them. You can find more information on their website. They also have an upcoming picnic, if I remember correctly, and some events and potential opportunities in the near future. And if you are interested in starting a business, they are available. You can contact them, reach out to them, and they might be able to offer some help. And if you have a matching investment and you meet their criteria, and you're a competitive opportunity for investment, they might even be able to invest in your new business venture. So I just wanted to say thank you so much, Kate, for being our guest today. This has been really helpful. Again, we're broadcasting here from WSRN 91.5 FM, and we hope to have people from more nonprofits in the area in the coming weeks, the coming months. This summer, also, if you're out there, you're a listener, if you're involved in a nonprofit in our area this summer, we even are going to have hours available for nonprofits if they would like to broadcast in our station. So I'm just making this announcement, a preliminary announcement, but if you ever want to reach out to us, our phone number is 610-690-5700. So again, thank you so much, Kate, from Ben Franklin Technology Partners. We're going to sign off for today. I hope you all have a great evening.
Great. Thanks, Michael.